Welcome back. It's time now for Media Watch, and that wry smile goes across my face once again, as it always does when I see this gentleman beside me. James Creedon.
I do my best,
Tonight
Mark.
you're tireless.
I am tireless.
And is this shirt in honour of Clint Eastwood?
Well, actually, I didn't think of that. It goes with the Clint theme, doesn't it? This whole Western
Well,
thing.
the beard is, isn't it? With the good, the bad, and the ugly and all that. You know?
I think I've probably had a shower more recently than those Western actors out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay,
I would hope so.
Clint Eastwood then, causing a great deal of internet interest after that speech where he did the little double act with the chair, but the chair pretending to be the absent Obama.
I think we have pictures of it. This was the stunt, as you say, at the Republican National Convention on Thursday, where he addressed the President Obama in the form of an empty chair, and it just didn't really work. I don't know if we have pictures of what happened, but he was talking to this chair, and you know, if he'd been much sharper, much snappier, it might have just about been pulled off. But at the best of times, talking to an empty chair is kind of hard to pull off.
It's tricky. You've got to have great timing to do that kind of thing. And what struck me is that everyone was calling for that great phrase, you know, go ahead, punk, make my day, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know, he said that movie in the Dirty Harry movies.
That's right.
He also said something else in those movies too.
Did
And
he?
I won't
I don't
quote it
know
because it
this.
was rude.
Tell me.
It's rude. He said opinions are like bottoms,
I
backsides.
see.
Only he used a rude word. Opinions like bottoms. Everybody's got one. And that's what I thought when he said that. It's only his opinion, isn't it?
We'll be seeing some of Dirty Harry actually in just a minute, but I'll show you what one comedian did with the so-called invisible Obama. He imagined the invisible Obama being visible. So, and talking back to Clint. Let's take a look.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd just like to say something, ladies and gentlemen. Something that I think is very important.
Whatever you do not tell these people that you have an imaginary friend.
I think it's maybe time.
Why?
I've got Mr. Obama sitting here. I just was going to ask him a couple questions.
You're breaking the imaginary friend code.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just shut the hell up about it.
What do you mean, shut up?
I mean, shut up.
I'm not going to shut up. It's my turn.
Breaking the imaginary friend code. People say that you do that with this slot. I'm your imaginary friend.
But you are there. You are there.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James. That'll reassure the people who pay us.
You can't. You see, you can't. If you have an imaginary friend, you have to keep it quiet. You know, it's better to be quiet about it. The Huffington Post, they decided in their comedy pages, I didn't know they had one, that they went through the old movies, including Dirty Harry, and guess who they spliced him up interacting with. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. It's perhaps, you don't need to be a rocket scientist. It is indeed chairs substituted in. Let's take a listen.
Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Get off my lawn. We used to stack fucks like you 5 feet high in Korea.
Some nasty deck chairs. Right, so there you go. That's the idea. It's
We saw the whole Eastwood canon there, didn't we?
They're not going to let it. They're not going to let it go.
What a career he's had! Fantastic stuff, you know. Anyway, okay, what's next? The Republicans, I suppose, they've done there, but the Democrats getting ready for their own convention
That's
now, James.
right. Now this one is in
Any
Charlotte.
chairs involved?
Charlotte, North Carolina. There'll probably be some chairs, but hopefully a little bit less dramatically.
Just bums on them, yeah?
Just bums on them. Now, what Slate.com have done is they've sent one of their guys down to Charlotte to try to figure out what's the difference in ambience from the Republican National Convention. What he's noticed is lots more kitsch. Actually, Obama kitsch, kind of the whole cult of Obama down in Charlotte, North Carolina, than anyone saw in Tampa, Florida, i.e. The cult of Obama and ready availability of this candidate kitsch is more a phenomenon than around Mitt Romney, who kind of that passion seems to elude him. So there you go. That's the initial soundings down in Charlotte.
Okay, what are they drinking?
They're drinking, gosh, I don't know, I suppose a bit of beer, maybe?
White House beer, perhaps?
Right. White House beer, in fact, is they've unveiled the recipe. This is probably more of that kind of, what would you say, publicity drive in the run-up to I suppose casting Barack Obama as a regular guy, drinking his beer, somebody who's accessible. Not that having a brasserie at home is very normal, really, but there you go. The timing of this is no accident, I would
Let me
imagine.
just stop you because I'm incredulous. This is actually going on at the White House. He's making beer.
They have, I think it's called, it's a form of ale, honey ale actually, and
At the White House microbrewery.
the White House microbrewery. That's what US tax dollars are going to, apparently. So
No
there you go.
wonder all these heads of state want to go and stay at the White House.
Well, there you go. A nice welcome and a home brewed beer. How about
Indeed.
that?
James Creedon. As they say in France, if you didn't exist, they'd have to invent you. Thank you
Thanks,
very much
Mark.
indeed. James Creedon now with Media Watch.